it's like the first things you see are these like racist, awful things. Now I get it. The whole keyboard cowboys, they have electronic courage, digital courage, right. And they say whatever they want. But seriously, I mean, I'm looking at some of these, and while I go into hell for laughing at some of them, this shit is wrong.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Boy Project. We're back with another episode, and today's topic is going to be about Leslie Jones. Apparently, she's been attacked on Twitter. Attacked.
Not attacked.
For y'all that don't know, she was recently in the Ghostbusters movie, the new revised version of the Ghostbusters movie, and apparently people don't like that.
Was it good? Was the movie good at least?
It was good.
You saw it?
I did see it.
The movie, I saw it.
Who did?
It was okay.
I gave it a B plus.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
That's very good.
But a lot of people giving the movie flat because there's women, and straight men don't want women in their action or retro movies.
Not retro movies. Yeah.
Well, hold on a sec. Eddie, you saw it too, right?
Yeah.
So if Tamon gave it a B, what are you giving it?
A B. There were some parts that were really funny. It was okay.
The only reason I gave it a B, not to cut you off, Eddie, the only reason I gave it a B because they missed some. Hold on, I have to stop this. They missed some very key moments of nostalgia. Like they had the originals in there, like Sigourney Weaver and
they brought all them back.
But they brought them in a minimal role when they could easily have incorporated them into the storyline. Like Sigourney Weaver was one of their mentors. Great, she was there for 60 seconds.
Yeah, everybody was
relevant to you to even know that she was in it. The black, I don't remember all the names. The black guy,
Hudson.
Yeah, he was Leslie's uncle. That could have been incorporated into it. Like they missed an opportunity to build on nostalgia, which is B plus for me.
That's just like Janine, the receptionist. Like she
at the hotel.
Yeah, 2 seconds. And they could have really. I think they could have given everybody. I think Bill Murray had the biggest part.
But overall, it wasn't like she did a horrible job and there was a reason to hate her.
No, it was good. She was good.
No, not her. She was fine. She was fine in it. I just feel like people are just being ignorant. That's all.
Of course.
Yeah, and the only reason why I wanted to make sure that y'all got to say that piece is just so that way we have a frame for everyone to understand that what we're getting ready to talk about wasn't even warranted. Because it's not like she did a shitty job. It's not like the movie.
Like she threw them together and then say, here you go.
She was good. I did have one observation. I didn't like the fact that the black woman was the woman who worked in the subway station and wasn't a scientist.
The train in the subway station. So I agree with that part. Yeah, because everybody else was a scientist. She worked in the subway.
I didn't like that. That was one thing I didn't like. So her contribution was her knowing the city. Okay, a map can do that. But
well, to be fair, that was kind of like Ernie Hudson's role as well.
And getting a car.
He didn't come in as a scientist. He just walked in off the street and was like, "Y'all hiring."
Oh wait, well let's not forget that Ernie Hudson's role in the original Ghostbusters was clearly racist.
Of course it was.
It just worked. You know what I'm saying? It just worked. They had the opportunity to fix that this time. And like, mind you, originally, from what I read, I forget if it was Entertainment Weekly or some other magazine. I forget where it was. Originally, the role that Leslie played was actually written for McCarthy. What's that girl's name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. And somehow they just flipped them. So originally, Leslie's role wasn't as racist as it ended up being.
Yeah, well, hell, they do that in commercials too. I can see that.
She was funny, and she wasn't the typical black funny girl in the movie. She was actually funny. But the one who stole the show, not that this is what this is about, but the one who stole the show was Thor. It was so nice to see him in real people clothes and not in armor, and he was funny. And
he was funny, and he was cute.
Real fine.
He was real funny.
That's always a given. So
no, but he looked normal because he was dressed like a normal person and not in Asgardian.
Wait, when they put him in that tight white T-shirt,
I was in.
Yes.
Y'all got Misty over there. Y'all got
When he came for his interview in a little vest and a little top, like, oh, adorable.
I had to put my popcorn down for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Well, now see that we got to do a shit popcorn, which is actually a really good segue to Twitter bitches. Oh my God.
Right. They were going in on Leslie. I mean, I ain't talking about, this movie horrible. I mean, racial, like racist things.
So what is the deal with this shit? I mean,
look, okay. Like I said, one, because it got women, and two, you're going to have a black woman. It's like...
what is with this trend? Like, what is with this new... And when I say new, air quotes, new. But what is with this new trend of every time a black person does something in the movie that they didn't want or expect or whatever the case may be, it's like the first things you see are these like racist, awful things. Now I get it, the whole keyboard cowboys. They have electronic courage, digital courage, right, and they say whatever they want. But seriously, I mean, I'm looking at some of these, and while I go into hell for laughing at some of them, this shit is wrong.
Yes, it is.
It's god awful. It's god awful. I'm with you, Lynx. I'm going straight to hell because I thought some of them were kind of clever too.
Did you read them?
Yes.
Some of them were very clever. So I mean, if it's one thing, the racists of the world have gotten a lot more clever with their racism. But they had one. They had one that said, "Hey, whatever Leslie's hashtag is, I think it's Les Dog or something like that. Something about your Ghostbusters wasn't the first one to have an ape in it," and
it's a level of racism that's hilarious that you can't help but laugh at. Like, it's a level of comedic.
How do I find them?
It's in our topic list, and then on top of that, they had the nerve to go out and put the picture of the original Ghostbusters, where it was the two white British dudes and some guy in a gorilla outfit. So that shit was funny.
No, what about this one? This had no thought at all. It said big lip coon, big lip coon, big lip coon, big lip coon.
I'm like, what do you people? She took a job. Most of us here in America, Black people in America are the most underpaid people in America. We're more underpaid than your average woman when they talk about female pay equality. They're not talking about black women. They're not talking about black people. They're not.
No, they're not.
Right? So here you have all of us are doing jobs for people that are actually a little beneath us when you think about it, to a level of the bullshit you got to put up with and everything else. So this woman took a job, and now all of a sudden, because she took a job, she's a big lip coon. Like, what is that?
I think she was one before that. They gave her. An opportunity. Wait.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Wow. Let me go back and say that. I don't personally think she's a big lip coon. I think the idea of her people thinking she is that was already out there, and this gave them the opportunity to express that.
Yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about because I saw that Saturday Night Live shit.
Right. But Adrian, what's your opinion on this?
Invite it.
I just feel really bad for Leslie for the sake that I think the Kid Fury mentioned it this week on the read. It's the fact that I don't think she's just a genuine nice person. I don't think that she was necessarily built for this type of interaction online. So it's like she deleted her account and like she kind of ran away like crying in a sense. And so I feel really bad in that aspect. But I'm also interested in I'm interested in how it started because I know that Milo, that porn guy, he's like I think he's like a Greek British person. He's a part of the alternative.
Yeah, because they started some kind of hashtag for him or something like that, Free Milo or something.
Yeah, because he was saying he had gotten into this back and forth with her, and like Twitter permanently banned him, permanently suspended his account, and now they're like arguing for free speech. Well, I mean, like first of all, like Twitter is like a private company, like it's incorporated, like it's not a government entity. You don't get to. I mean,
but you got free speech. You you gotta deal with the repercussions of your free speech. I mean,
You need to make Twitter better again.
Well, I'm just interested. Like, I don't know. This guy is really interesting
at the
to me.
RNC?
What's up?
Didn't he also speak at the RNC?
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm sure he's catching some dollar bills.
Well, he's like the head of some group, Gays for Trump or something like that. So
yeah, he's like a spokesperson, quote unquote, for the alternative right, and they're like separate from like the actual conservatives. So the conservatives are like, like we like our money, like we like our money a lot. I believe, like, I've heard from like the centralized GOP, like the actual Republican conservatives, like they're like, we don't want to be associated with like any racists or any like neo-Nazis or any of that bullshit. So like the alternative right is like this Milo guy who's a homosexual who was like straight up being super racist and like, girl, you don't even go here. Like, you don't even go here. Like, you're not from this school. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I saw this one thing with him, and people were like, see, gays can do X, Y, Z. And I'm just kind of like, this is not going to convince me from my center to your side. It doesn't help that.
Go back to your corner. Go back to your corner. That's basically what he said. Go back to your corner.
Yeah, it's kind of like he needs to have several seats. And I guess he came out, said something about Leslie Jones. I'm not sure what it was that he said about her, though. And that kind of sparked this whole thing.
Right, I'm pretty sure it's online. It's just not on this website. Because,
it's not here on this site.
The girls will screen cap something in a minute. So,
yes. This site is just awful. She has no style. She has no grace. This Leslie Kong has a funny face.
Wait. Did they say Leslie Kong?
Yes.
Yes,
what
bitch.
The
girl, they going in. They went in.
What? Damn.
and that was just a portion. That's just a portion of it.
Yeah. People say, I hate liars. There's no way to justify calling her beautiful. She's extremely ugly.
Oh.
I mean,
no. But that's fucked up, though. Like, that's
fucked up.
That is terrible.
And
the fact that it's like AJ said, she wasn't built for that. I mean, she was sitting there. First off, her first mistake was she tried to go back and forth with the first few tweets that she saw. Mm-hmm. She responded to that, and then
that's what I was about to say too.
And then it snowballed, and by the time it was done, she was in tears and mad, and she quit Twitter.
She needed to hand the phone over to a drag queen. What she needed to do.
What you about to say, Eddie?
But these people, like, a lot of them are trolls, so it's like she's giving them the attention that they wanted. So all it did was just encourage them to keep coming for her more and more. And it's like, as a celebrity, like, you're gonna deal with negative tweets, negative comments on Instagram. It's like, you gotta have a thick skin. You know, some people you just gotta ignore it.
Well, think about it. This is our first major role in a movie.
Well, and that's another thing too.
But she's been on I was gonna say Mad TV, Lord. She was on Saturday Night Live for the longest time. So,
but what I'm saying
she's also been like a stand-up comedian for a while too.
But what I'm saying is she's dealing with something that people love, like Ghostbusters. It's a cult following movie.
It is. What I hate though is that, like, this is like her first big movie role, and like it's been tarnished by this. This is supposed to be a time of joy and celebration for her. And it's being tarnished because of this negativity. Like, I hate that they took that moment away from her.
But I think she had an interview. She said, "Well, she's back on Twitter." Yeah. So that proved that, like, look,
somebody who was in her corner finally had a talk with her. That's what that was.
Where's her team? That's what I want to know. Where's your publicist? Where's your manager? Who do you really tweet yourself? That's the first thing I want to talk about. So, where's your team to help you make these decisions on what to do? That's what I have a problem with. Nobody.
And that's the thing of that. She probably don't have a team.
Think about it though.
She probably doesn't.
Sometimes these celebrities, they don't want to be those unapproachable celebrities. They want to be seen as, I'm one of you. So she tweets herself.
And I can understand that, especially with her being a comedian and they want to be relatable and they want to be down to earth and approachable. But at the same time. Now you're doing feature films. You need a team. You're going to need a publicist. You need PR. You need all of that now.
Exactly.
Right.
You just kind of transcended to another level of celebrity.
Right.
So, you could still be down to earth and funny and the comedian and the homegirl, but you also need to take precautions now.
But I agree with that. Like, do it in public when you do go to Comic-Con or whatever. When you do these events, then you can be personal with the people that want to be.
Because there's nobody in their right mind who's going to be a openly racist person at an event like Comic-Con. They will get their asses beat in the stand.
Maybe you never know.
I mean, I think this is all a part of growing pains to some degree.
It is. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, because I think white nerds are just finally realizing that there's a whole bunch of other types of nerds out there, and they're starting to get work and create too, and that's bubbling up to the mainstream surface, and so now they're pissed. But I mean, they're just gonna have to learn how to deal with it at some point. Right. I mean, at least they got a few decent racist jokes off. So,
right.
I mean, but that's all they can get though, because we're still gonna continue to get work. I mean, because Brown is popping.